You found yourself losing with the meta comps and you don't know why? I'm gonna teach you exactly what to do wrong. For this video, we're gonna use TFT Academy Tierlist, we're gonna talk about the top comps and see exactly what you guys might do wrong. When it comes to Zeri, this comp is actually very simple, but I see a lot of people not valuing enough units correctly. For example, everyone knows that on Zeri you want Pulse or Flux, but which one is better? Well, Flux is way better than Pulse, okay, first of all. Second of all, what do you have like Pulse and Flux in your Exotech items? Well, it's actually very simple. You put Flux on Zeri and you put Pulse on Jhin. Jhin is a very good unit and people don't itemize him enough. Varus as well is an amazing unit and people don't put enough items. So the game plan for Zeri should be like make a Rageblade, Kraken, and then you add the Exotech item, and then make any tank items. Tank items always go on Mordekaiser, never on Sejuani. Sejuani only wants Adaptive and Protector's Vow. Now, all the other items you have, you should slam them if you don't use it on Zeri or on Mordekaiser. That means Deadcap, Archangel, Morello, Void Staff, Deadblade, IE, Giant Slayer. You put them on Varus and Jhin. Another very important thing people don't know is that Exotech gives you stats, but those stats are based on the items on your Exotech champions. So for example, if you have like one item on Jhin, you're gonna get a certain stat, but you have 3, your entire team gets more stats. That's why in your games, you should prioritize item augments. The last thing you wanna know about this comp is that TG counts as 3 items, so if you have the possibility, you should make it because you get a lot of extra stats. Strategist A.M.P. This is my favorite comp because it's absolutely dogshit. It's one of the worst comps you can play if you want LP. Before you take your forks, let me explain you why. This comp you see here, it's amazing. You have a Zac, you have Viego, you have Samira with items, that's amazing. But to hit this board, you need to have infinite gold. Infinite. Because you need to keep in mind, you need 15 gold for Zac 2, 15 gold for Samira 2, right? That's 30 gold already. We don't count the gold you need from level 8 to level 9 and stuff like that. So, when you make a quick math, to make this board, you have like maybe 100 gold, maybe more you need. But that's pretty much the average. Now don't get me wrong, if you play this board from the correct spot, it's still good. But which one is the correct spot? First of all, Giga win streak. You want to win streak at level 9 and then you make your transition. Nice. Second, Giga lose streak, and usually with Cypher. Cypher gives you a lot of things like items, gold and stuff like that. But for this board to be S tier and to be good, you need any 2-hit items, Samira 2-hit items, Zac 2 with items, and with around 35 blobs, even more. Now, I don't want you to not play this comp because it's a fun comp to play, but I want you to keep in mind that if you want to have good results with strategists, you need a lot of gold to make it work. The comp is not bad, it still has one of the highest cap in game. When it comes to Aphelios, the comp is very simple, but people still didn't understand the most important items for Aphelios. First of all, you want Rageblade. Second of all, you want Kraken. Aphelios 6 Vanguards is a comp that has a lot of frontline and it allows your Aphelios to stack a lot of stacks on Kraken. But if you don't have this item, the comp is not that good. That's why, comparable to like 4 Marksmen, where maybe you make like Zai items because it's more stable, here you want to make like Aphelios items that scale him into the fight. Another very important thing in this comp is that you should never get stunned on Aphelios. The more you get stunned, you lose Kraken stacks, you lose damage from an ultimate, that you have the empowered auto attacks and stuff like that. Never get stuck by Sejuani. And just to make sure that you don't get stunned again, this is the positioning you want against Sejuani. This Sejuani, no matter where she will cast, even if she's here, even if she's here, she's gonna end up on Leona and she's gonna ult this entire board, but not Aphelios. Your Zaya is gonna get stunned. But in this comp, you only focus on Aphelios anyway, or he's the main carry pretty much. So put him in the corner, put this positioning, and you're not gonna get stunned on the right side. But what about left side? Okay, I'll teach you also. This is a bit more risky, so be careful when you do this positioning. You want to move Leona here in the center, you want to move Aphelios to the left corner, and this Sejuani, whenever she's gonna go up, like even if she goes here, the closest unit is gonna be Leona, so she's gonna end up here. Why is this more risky? Well, there's this guy called Graves, right? This guy can reach your backline, so be careful when you position to the left side. Talking about Graves, let's see why he's good and why he's bad. First of all, or the biggest mistake people make with Graves is they don't greed for like golden oak stacks. The first stack you can get is at level 5, so you don't level a 2-1 unless you can win streak with your board. After that, you should prioritize to get golden oak stacks whenever you can. This doesn't mean you should level or roll just to get the next stack. Want to stay above 50 or above 40 and just get your stacks. Another mistake people make is that they commit at level 6 and they start rolling for Graves 3 star. You don't roll always at level 6. If you are already win streaking and you have a Graves 2 star, you should go level 7 and you slow roll there. If you are lose streaking stage 2 and you want to like be strong in stage 4, you should for sure roll a 3-2 for a Graves 2 star and decide then if you can commit to it or if you need to go level 7. For example, if you're contested or if you have like only 3 Graves, you shouldn't like roll at level 6. Any artifact for Graves that is good makes this board like way better than it is right now. So prioritize like Titanic Hydra, Wit's End, Mittens is fine I think. Prowlers it's okay, I personally don't like it but it's fine. And any artifact item that is good on Graves for sure make this board way better. Last 2 things you should know about this board. You want to be on the same side with Graves. If you miss the side with the enemy carry, you're most likely gonna lose the fight. Also, you don't need healing on Graves, so you can make other items also, like Age of Night, it's fine. But the last and the most important tip when it comes to this camp is Jarvan. Please start investing in Jarvan 3 or Senna 3 star. Senna got buffed also, so she's very good. But Jarvan 3 star is mandatory for this board to do good. You might debate sometimes if you should go level 8, level 9 and stuff like that, but you need to keep in mind, most important thing is Graves 3, after that is Jarvan 3, Senna 3, Aphelios with 3 items, and the Golden Oak stacks. So if you are ever in doubt if you should go level 8 or level 9, just invest when you can in the Golden Oak stacks. Kog'Maw, a very simple board to play, not much to say here. Prioritize Kraken is the most important item. Prioritize Vi items, Terracon Vi is still very good. You can get better results with this board if you have like Flicker Blade on Kog'Maw or if you have Unending Despair on Vi. The most important thing, you want Vi 3 star and Kog'Maw 3 star, you don't want to chase like Skarner or Silas unless you're very close. So don't get like baited into staying level 6 and rolling for a Skarner when you have like 4 or something like that. This board doesn't win games, so don't greed for items, don't greed for stuff that you don't need. You need Rage Blade, Kraken and one more item on Kog'Maw. Can be Giant Slayer, Deathblade, IE, even Gunblade. The last camp we're gonna talk about is Anima Squad. It's a very simple board to play but people still don't play correctly. When you want to play Anima Squad, you want to commit to frontline items. Zaya items are bad. Do not make Infinite Age. Don't make any AD items, okay? Prioritize Anti-Heal, Shred on Seraphine, but most important, you want a Silas with tank items frontline. When it comes to weapons, there's a lot of options. You can check the video we did a while ago. But if you don't want to do that, you should always prioritize weapons that do the same damage you have. And if you play it like the way I told you, you should make weapons that gives you like AP damage pretty much. Make tank items, make Shred and Anti-Heal, don't make Zaya items unless you're like stage 4 plus and you have a Zaya and stuff like that. You want to skip level 8? This Anima board has one of the highest cap in the games with like Renekton, Viego, Zac, Aurora, so be careful how you play it. If you can skip level 8, you should. This video is a bit different from the ones I make usually, so let me know what you think. I was thinking about making some VOD reviews from like top players that people don't really know about them, or maybe review the notes from like pro players. For example, Title has a website in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know about it. Let me know what you think.